I hit it now.
Wild and wonderful music.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PSMBS podcast YouTube channel, Cinema Edition. That's right. We're back.
Let's go.
And better than ever. In case you're new here, we do have a gaming channel under the PSMBS YouTube channel called PSMBS, where we talk about gaming topic, news, and all that stuff. But this particular edition is about movies, streaming, TV, anything that has to do with cinema and entertainment, TV. So I'm joined today by the usual suspects and somebody joining us, a special guest. I'm joined by the almighty Trav.
Yo.
I'm joined by Big Yeti himself.
What's good? What's good, people? What's good?
And Lazershark.
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good?
What's good? So, really quick, today we're going to be reviewing our top 5 worst and best movies of 2021. It's an interesting year because we had a lot of different ways to watch movies. So we probably had more opportunities to watch more movies than ever.
Right.
So before all that, let's do some housekeeping. Trav.
All right, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna have to say this, but the PSNBS Awards is gonna have to get pushed back again one more week. I promise it will be worth it. I promise. Yeah. Other than that, hey, what I said, this new year, 2022, more content. As you can see, we've already kicked off this week with PSNBS Presents Sports.
I love that. That was great.
With Steels.
That was great.
Content creators.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That was great. That was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, and if you don't already know, Lazershark, he is a fellow content creator.
Come on,
That's
man.
right.
We out here, man.
That's right, man.
You know, the garage.
He's everywhere.
YouTube. You know.
Yeah, big shout out to the Garage YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? And the boys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so the link will be in below
Yes.
after this video, of course.
That's right. Go check it out. 100%.
Of course, we got the super engineer, producer, Big Yeti.
The super producer.
Music Studios in Miami, Florida. That's how we do.
That's right. From the 305. He's still keeping it real down there.
Let's go.
I like that.
All right, guys. Are we ready?
Yeah, man.
Ready,
Let's
man.
do it. Let's
Let's
jump in.
Let's get into it.
All right. So let's start with our top 5 worst movies that released in 2020 that we've seen. Okay. My top 5. At number 5, coming in, this movie, I was very excited to see it because I love the universe. I love the director. And I like, this is a big universe and it's growing. But I was very disappointed in this movie, and I have to give it at number 5, and that's The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot about that. Oh, it was so soft.
That movie, I did. That pretty much sums it up.
Oh, man.
That pretty much sums it up.
Oh,
I had no expectations for this movie other than the fact that it's in the Conjuring universe. I didn't really care about the trailers or anything. I just watched the movie. I was very disappointed. It was very weak, very soft, like you said, very weak. I didn't like it. Forgettable. The worst of the bunch by far in the universe.
Now I feel good I missed it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. So that's number 5.
Okay.
At number 4 is another movie I wasn't really excited about. It came out. I heard rumors about it. It's been in development forever, and I saw the trailer. And I was like, okay. Now you know that's a trailer's job, like we always say, is supposed to get you hyped. It's supposed to whet the appetite. It's supposed to tease you.
That's what they're supposed to do.
To get you hyped to see the movie. And this one had beautiful trailers, but when I actually watched the movie,
Oh, man.
it didn't need to be made. Matrix Resurrections
Oh.
at number 4.
Oh.
For having the title Matrix in it, it is not a very good movie. If you're just looking for a sci-fi movie,
the bar was already set way too high.
If you're looking for us, if you're new to the Matrix world and you've never seen it, it's a solid sci-fi movie. But when you're going up against the trilogy,
Yeah,
and what they've
it's-
done and what it meant, and you come out with this, and it's nothing against Keanu. I love Keanu. I love Trinity. You know, I have a huge crush on her still.
I was gonna say, do you think it was just overhyped?
No, there was an interview where Lana Wachowski, she came out and she said, this movie, it wasn't planned, it wasn't anything, it was literally it's going around, and you can tell like that's exactly. There's a theory going around that they were making this movie and they were going to do it with or without her.
Oh wow!
And she was like, I might as well just do it and be off with it.
Right.
There's some rumors going around that was the case, and the way the movie is, I can kind of believe it, that it was kind of like it's too meta. It's way too meta. No. Anyways, that's number 4. At number 3, this movie, it wasn't my choice to watch. I kind of was asked to watch it with someone I love very dearly that I can't say no to.
Yeah, we've been there. We've been there. Yeah,
that's my son Apollo. He said, "Daddy, he loves part 1."
Oh, I know where you're going with this. No.
So then part 2 came out. The Addams Family.
Oh, thank God.
Animated. Awful.
Yeah,
awful.
The first one sucked too.
No, the first one was decent. It was watchable.
Oh, the second one's even worse?
The second one is
worse.
It
was bad.
Because they just focus again on Wednesday, and I love Wednesday as much as the next person. I think she's
too
fascinating.
Too much.
It's too much.
Too much on
Just call the movie Wednesday.
Exactly.
So many cool characters.
Exactly. That's exactly true. I mean, it was way over. It was just Wednesday was. She should have been her own movie. Literally.
Yeah.
Way too much.
I think that would have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally disappointed in it. I watched it for my son. I was trying to walk out, but he was like, "Daddy, where you going?" I'm doing that. All right. Let's finish it. He was falling asleep. He wakes up. "Daddy, it's not over." So anyway, that was number 3.
That's when you slowly turn the TV off. It's
man, he was up. He loves it. He loves both of them. Over. He's watched it so many times.
Oh my.
That's number 3. At number 2 is a movie. Honestly, I don't think anybody asked for it, but I understand why it was made, because I agree.
Right now.
I agree with the person who's in it and their role and what they represent. But what I didn't like was the movie. I didn't even like part 1 that much. Part 1 was just whatever. Space Jam 2.
Oh, it was horrible.
Oh, so this is the worst movie ever made.
Space Jam 2. I love LeBron. I'll
LeBron.
watch anything. I watch anything.
This is number 2 on your list, or number 3?
Number 2.
Holy shit.
Terrible.
Yeah, number 2. I love LeBron. I love the story. I get it. I believe it. You know, he's the man. I believe it. I get it.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
If you're rich, you can afford acting classes that'll help you out just a little bit.
No, but let me tell you.
No, Michael Jordan was not a good actor either.
Yeah, Michael Jordan was awful.
Michael Jordan was a far worse actor than LeBron ever was.
Yeah. LeBron was
the first one was far better. It was just way overdone.
Yeah. I just didn't like the movie.
The thing with Michael Jordan's one is they actually put real actors around him.
Right.
Yeah.
So it took the heat off of LeBron. LeBron was around Bugs Bunny and stuff.
Right.
Michael Jordan had
Bill Murray. And
at some point,
the guy from Seinfeld, I forgot his name.
Yeah, he had other out of nowhere.
Stars at some point, but
exactly.
Just the story for me in Space Jam 2 is kind of ridiculous.
It was rushed.
I
love LeBron again. I love watching LeBron. No problems. I just didn't like this movie. That's number 2. And at number 1, the absolute worst movie that I've seen in 2021. I came into this movie with very high expectations, which was rare for me.
That's usually a mistake. Yeah.
Let's go.
Rare for me.
Let it be my number 1 too.
Number 1 was Halloween Kills.
Oh
no! How could you bench? Spoiler alert. Let me put this up.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen it by now, you don't care.
Yeah. You're not gonna watch it if you haven't.
You're not gonna watch it if you haven't seen it by now. Sorry, not sorry. When you bench the main character, for the whole movie, your movie's gonna suck.
Yeah. She was in the hospital the whole time. Jesus Christ.
Weak sauce.
And it was weak sauce. Weak sauce. It was awful. Like everybody in that town can't shoot. Nobody can shoot. Not even from 3 feet away. Nobody thought of guns. They're like, literally, oh, the guns are over
They're
there.
gonna fight
Yeah,
it.
but there's sticks and bats and crowbars and all that. Let's just use that. But there's a shotgun and a machine gun. No. Sticks and stones and forget about the automatic weapon. Forget about the shotgun. Horrible.
Man.
That was the most
That's good.
disappointing movie that I've ever seen in 2021. That's mine.
All right.
That's a
Let's
solid.
go around the
list.
room. Who's next?
That is a solid.
Who wants to go next?
Solid.
Who wants to go next?
I mean, I can go. You know what I'm
Go for
saying?
it.
Go ahead.
All right. So I watched overall. I don't know if we want to do it now or whatever. Over the last, the last year, you're home or whatever.
Oh, I
I
forgot.
put in a few hours of like regular movies that the repeats, the feel good movies that you always like to watch during your certain times of the year and all that. But I put in 22 movies that were new. 22 brand new movies that I hadn't seen before over the course of the 12 months. Doesn't seem like a lot, but to me, I thought it was. I was like, that's a lot of movies. I don't remember sitting down and watching all this new content. But anyway.
Almost 2 movies a month.
I have some honorable mentions to throw out here first. Oh, man. Now, I like this actor, but like The Rock, I'm tired of seeing every month he has a movie coming out, and it's got to stop. So Red Notice.
I didn't see that.
Yes, that is on my list.
Is
Absolutely.
It's a terrible movie.
I didn't see that.
It's
Terrible.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
I'm not even going to get into it. It's an honorable mention, but that movie is garbage. Okay?
Are y'all serious?
It's one of the top Netflix movies.
Black
by the way.
Adam,
It's trash.
Deadpool,
I'm gonna just
and
real
Wonder
quick.
Woman.
It's going to be one of the top movies because The Rock is in it.
Yeah,
Right.
and Ryan Reynolds,
Gal Gadot,
and Gal Gadot.
and Ryan Reynolds are in it. That's it. But the movie's garbage. It's just trash.
Wow.
Anyways, Suicide Squad Part 2, garbage. It's garbage.
Wow.
The
It was-
reboot.
It's a rehash of the first movie, and it was with just lesser actors. Like, come on, just get out of here. Get out of here.
Wow.
This one, Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Okay.
That is Angelina Jolie. She's a firefighter in the woods, and she finds this kid.
Yep.
And then you have a 115-pound woman beating up grown men, and it's never believable, and it's always garbage. So
Unless you're Laura Croft.
yes, but even then, no. So get those out of the way. Okay.
Yeah, that movie was bad. You just get left wanting more, and you never got it.
I waited for it to get good, and it just
Exactly. You're sitting there. Okay, it's gonna kick off any minute now,
Yeah.
and you just credits roll, and you're like, really?
You're like, oh, the big bad is on fire.
Someone's not happy.
Great. Anyways, okay, my top five bad.
Let's do it.
In the Heights.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
If you're not from New York, if you weren't born and raised in Brooklyn Heights, you're not really going to care about this movie because the story didn't pull you in enough to care about the characters, and it's a musical. So if you don't like musicals, you're definitely gonna. It just wasn't good.
Okay.
It wasn't good.
That was on HBO, right?
Yes.
This was on HBO.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This one I just watched yesterday, and I didn't get through it.
Damn.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds again. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Well, okay, I could have told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I wanted to give it a shot because Sam Jackson, you know what I mean? But
The title threw me off.
yeah, it's bad. It's just all these movies just seem to be they just throw them all together. Let's put some famous people in it. Who cares about the writing? They'll get some views because of the famous people that are in it, and then here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Honestly,
Ryan Reynolds on his course. He literally plays the same exact character. Doesn't matter what film he's in.
He's the same guy.
Is the same guy.
Yeah.
Every place. Yes.
hot take.
You want to see my hot take, Trev? Oh
It's
my
coming.
God.
It's coming. I
It's
have a
coming.
feeling.
Godzilla vs. Kong
Oh,
Wow.
What?
wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. What were we watching?
Maybe this was a bad idea getting Greg in
Hold
here
on.
today.
Come on, we gotta keep it spicy. We gotta keep it spicy.
Not even the part where he was on the aircraft carrier.
He was on Camp Bobby Knight. He went to Camp Bobby Knight.
Nah, come on, dude.
Okay.
Nah. Am I watching Pacific Rim again? I don't know. We got what is happening here? Are we watching a bootleg version of Pacific Rim? Because that's what I thought I was watching. That's I'm pretty sure I thought I was watching.
Pacific Rim was great though.
Exactly.
I like that movie.
Listen, Pacific Rim is OP. That's
yeah,
the
it is.
Okay,
It is.
okay.
It is.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page with that. Okay, good.
Exactly. Okay. Number 2, Space Jam. I have to agree. It's a terrible movie.
That's on 2 number 2s already.
Terrible. Yeah. Another one. I've said it before on the PSNBS podcast.
Is this number 1?
This is number 1.
Uh-oh.
Fan favorite.
Uh-oh.
By a lot of people.
Uh-oh.
Made millions of dollars over.
Oh, here we go.
Millions of dollars.
I know he's going with this.
It's been a staple in video games for decades. Decades.
Ooh, they're leaving the room.
Do I have to say it?
Ooh, they're
Do I
gonna
have
shut
to
the
say
cameras
it?
off.
Let me tell you something. If you have some of the main characters die so easily, we can't have a good movie. We have to take Mortal Kombat and we have to throw it in the garbage.
No,
because it was trash.
No,
it was trash. Oh, it was the worst. It was the worst. Give me the original.
I'm gonna let you get.
You know what? I have to agree.
Everybody has their own opinion.
Wow.
I have to agree.
Yeah, it's subjective. It's all
yeah,
good.
it was
a terrible movie.
Okay.
I was.
Sucks.
It's Mortal Kombat, man. I mean, they have to bring it.
Bring it.
You gotta bring it when you have that Mortal Kombat. You have that. You got to bring it. And I felt they did not bring it. I thought the trailer was far better than the movie.
I would have paid. I would have paid money just to see Kano.
Exactly.
That guy carried that movie. I love Kano.
Liu Kang was like a member in a boy band. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
What's that group called? What's that group called?
BTS.
BTS.
the lost Backstreet Boys took karate lessons.
And that's exactly the role he played in the movie. He played third, fourth fiddle to everybody else in the movie. It was so bad. We had to bring somebody that we didn't even know, bring him in and make him the star of the movie because the other characters, they just didn't know what to do with him.
Kung Lao was a beast, though. Kung Lao. Come on.
Kung Lao was the man.
Until he got...
Spoiler alert.
Hold on. Go for it. If you haven't seen this movie
it by now, you're never gonna see
it.
Do yourself a favor and don't waste your time.
First of all, if you're watching cinema and BS,
it's in the clear.
You better watch everything. You better watch everything.
When he got killed, it was so terrible. The whole slow motion. I have to get to my cousin. Oh no! Yeah, he's dead. Get out of here. The movie's bad. It wasn't good. I hoped. You know what? Next Mortal Kombat movie, just give me Sub-Zero and Scorpion fighting the whole time. That's it. That's all I want.
Okay.
You can keep everything else.
Not a bad list. Little controversial on some ends, but
and I am gonna just throw in with an asterisk. Coming to America 2. Also, get out of here.
I didn't see it.
Leave the legends alone. Come on,
that should have been at the top.
All right. Nice list. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna take it over to.
You got some donos?
Thank you, vegan.
You want to go Blue Yeti or you want me to go?
I'll take it over. So we're gonna hit with my top 5. I can't even say these are like bad because that's complimenting bad movies.
Oh. Jesus.
Bad movies are like, dang.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
But my number 5, starting from the number 5, is Netflix Extinction.
Oh,
I don't think I've heard it.
Michael Pena.
Oh, yeah, Michael Pena.
Yes,
that came out early.
You know, it's a little older, but
the
alien I watched in, you know,
okay, I know.
That guy, it's. I mean, I'm not going to get into the whole storyline of it because I don't want to bore everybody. But
I mean, if it's bad,
literally, the movie is just. It's one of those end of the world. We're being invaded. You know,
oh man,
and those movies already come with an expectation. I mean, I'm thinking it's going to be Independence Day. I'm thinking it's going to be, you know, something that's going to really. Nah.
Who remembers Independence Day 2?
Come on now, we don't talk about that stuff.
We don't talk about that movie.
We don't bring stuff like that.
That never happened.
Come on now.
That didn't happen.
Come on now.
Number 4 of movies that I watched in this eventful year, sitting at home. What Happened to Monday?
Whoa.
Really?
I didn't see that movie.
Oh my God.
I
Is that
almost
the-
pushed the button.
Is that the one with the twins? I mean, well,
No,
the
they
clones?
like 7. They had 7 babies, all, and they named them different
Monday,
days. of the
Tuesday,
week.
yeah. And then,
it's like,
you didn't like that?
did a 12-year-old write that concept? Oh, what if there was 7 shit and we named them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
I actually
What are we
enjoyed
doing?
that
Like,
movie.
really? Is this what we're doing right now?
I enjoyed that.
You know, and just, I mean, okay, fine. You know, it called my attention. I thought, oh, you know, okay. What happened to Monday? I didn't realize that Monday was the name of the chick and her.
Right.
Wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it. I mean,
Did that even come out this year, 2021? I thought that was an older movie.
Creepy to think
Yeah,
about.
it came out last year.
Oh, wow.
It was abused. No. No good. My number 3 was in agreement. Red Notice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Notice to not watch it. Notice, do not hit play. My number 2 was about 2 days ago, actually.
Okay.
Got excited about it. Read the, you know, you read the little verbs that they put up, and you get all excited. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hype train is real.
Like my man Lazershark, I couldn't get through it. Couldn't get through it. I was literally kicked out the room. You don't watch this, you need to watch it someplace else. And that movie is another Netflix, The Wasteland.
I don't remember that one. Let me
Just
see.
came out.
I remember
Like
that one.
very, very. It's
Oh,
like,
wow.
it just came out a couple of weeks ago. Okay. I'm not going to do a spoiler rate on this one,
Not
but
gonna hit the
Worth
button.
it.
because this one is literally fresh. This one is fresh. This is now is March 2022.
Okay.
And it's just you're watching this movie, and you're thinking to yourself, like, you're questioning your choices in life.
Horror
You
movie.
know? You're sitting there thinking,
Oh,
how did I
man.
get to this point in my life that this, and it's literally because there's nothing happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Just plain garbage.
Like, do I
You know?
like punishing myself?
Like, did I, I should have went to school longer. I should have made better choices. I should have had children earlier. I should have done. You're just sitting there thinking, these are things that are going through your head watching this. And the crazy part about it is the title says it. Wasteland.
Wow.
Waste.
My number 1 movie.
Oh
You
man.
want to waste some time.
That's
If
the
you
one.
got some, and you want to just completely just lower your IQ. The Shack.
Let me see that.
Netflix has a movie called The Shack, and it is a shack filled with crap. Is what it is. You can't. It just this movie is like this. The concept is cool. Hit that spoiler alert. Hit that spoiler alert because I'm gonna say a little bit about this movie.
Oh boy, here we go.
Little bit. So takes place. He's he went camping with his family. Two of his kids are in a canoe. The canoe capsizes. His son is trapped underneath. He goes in, saves his son, comes out. But while he's saving his son, his youngest daughter was left back at the trail at the camp. He comes back. She was kidnapped. Okay. This all happened. Okay.
It's all happening.
This all happened. So later, the guy is like, 5 years, like 3-4 years later, he's still dealing with this trauma. The guy falls asleep. He goes to the scene of the crime. He falls asleep on the floor and wakes up in heaven talking to God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. I will say no more.
Whoa.
90% of the movie, this guy is talking to the Holy Trinity. I'm a Catholic school kid. Okay, I never thought that that when you think of heaven, you don't think that God is going to present himself as a black woman making pie in a kitchen.
This is the Matrix.
These
Is she the Oracle?
Yeah, this is the Matrix.
Like Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's basically the Oracle.
You're watching the Matrix.
Kind of guy with his hair, and the Holy Spirit is like a beautiful Asian woman. I love the multicultural take on the Holy Trinity, but really, and to make it worse, the movie is 2 hours and 13 minutes long.
No, you will never get
long.
back.
He clocked it.
That's long.
Wow.
I think my IQ went down 2 hours, 213 points.
Wow.
I didn't want to do anything but play with blocks when I was finished with this movie.
And ladies and gentlemen, he is a teacher, so he needs that.
Yes.
He needs that intelligence.
I was down to coloring books when I finished with this movie.
Wow.
So yes.
Damn it, man.
The Shack. That's a cool list. Now, I mean, I've heard of maybe 2 or 3 of those movies.
Right.
The other ones don't sound very interesting, so
Glad they weren't on the radar, right?
Not hitting the button.
Don't hit that button.
I'm good. All right.
Damn, I'm scared.
Trev.
I'm scared. You guys might like some of these movies.
I doubt it.
All right, man. I guess I'll go off with how many movies I watched last year, 2021. I'll probably say a good round lasers, probably 25, 30, around that, give or take.
Same.
Because like I said, I don't watch a lot of cable. I watch a lot of movies. So, and I like to dodge the bad movies. Sometimes I just get lucky, word of mouth, and I dodge bad ones. But there was a few that weaseled their way into my household.
Knock you right in the forehead.
All right. Damn, I kind of don't. The honorable mentions are like they should be on the list, but it's just because I didn't have much room. 5 needed to be 6.
Whoa.
All right, here we go, man. Honorable mention, Free Guy.
Oh, really? You didn't like that?
Didn't like it.
Too
I
much.
just felt like it was forced. I just felt they just
I'm not
forced it.
interested
I like
at the
the
moment.
premise. I love the premise, but it's not Ready Player One. All right, I guess I'm just biased to that movie.
Too much Ryan Reynolds.
Maybe that. Maybe that's what it is. No,
Free Guy was
honestly,
kind of bad. My kids loved it, but I literally rewatched
it's
it.
an honorable mention because it's like it could have. I don't know. Maybe it caught me on a bad day. I don't know.
It started out great though.
Yeah. This one, no one asked for it, but when it was announced, it piqued my interest.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they told me where it was heading, it made me sick to my stomach.
Let's go.
Coming to America too.
Oh,
There you go.
I remember you were talking about that.
Yeah.
It did pique your interest.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming out. Have a good afternoon.
You like that movie?
It was a cult classic. I mean, it's a take on it was a cult classic.
Yes, the first one is a classic.
It wasn't as good as it wasn't as good as the first one.
Right.
But the second one, I wasn't going into that thinking it was going to be better than the first one.
Same.
But to bring in the entire original cast.
That was a good feat. That was a good feat.
But that doesn't make a movie good.
True.
Right.
Doesn't
That was a
make
good
movie
feat.
good.
I will give it that. It did have the original, so it wasn't like it was a bunch of new faces. But the jokes wasn't there for me. I wasn't laughing as much.
Eddie Murphy should have did what Lawrence Fishburne did with the new Matrix.
Replace himself.
Just
Be like, you can have my character, but
I'm
not
not
me.
doing it. That's it.
You can have
All
my
right.
character, but not me.
Number 4 for me was a Netflix movie, a classic horror story.
I
You guys
saw
watch
it
that one?
in the queue. I haven't seen it. No. Nope.
I
Not
won't get into
interested.
the ending will it'll make you sick to your stomach.
Oh,
It'll make you sick to your stomach. You're just like, what?
It
Why?
can't be worse than the Halloween Kills ending.
Can't
think
be
nothing is worse than
talking
that.
to the multicultural Holy Trinity. Either.
That's what I'm saying, Trav.
I don't see anything,
Number 3, I know I gave you guys hell for having this on your list, but it's on my list too. Yes, I'm sorry, LeBron. Space Jam.
There you go.
Space Jam, you're on my list.
I mean, wait, what number? 3?
I grew up on. Yeah, we're on 3. I
Yo,
grew
that
up.
almost made everybody's 2.
Yeah,
That is insane.
it's a bad movie.
Like,
It's terrible.
Yeah, I just felt like, and I honestly wanted to say it earlier. I just felt like with all these bad movies, I just felt like they had lazy writers. I just felt like the writing
Exactly
wasn't
what it
there.
is.
I don't know if the creativity in Hollywood has gone down the drain, but we haven't got a lot. Like, take away the Marvel movies, we haven't got anything that really like slapped us in the face like a Matrix
Nope.
or Star Wars or
Not really.
anything like that in the last decade, in my opinion,
Yeah.
or at least the last 5 years. I mean, name one. Name one.
I mean, you have a list of 5 good ones that you like.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is valid. That is valid. So
Trying
you
to
are
put
right.
the
I'm
movies
looking at
out
my list.
before the casket shut down and before the casket quarantined.
All right, so number 2, another sequel, Escape Room 2. Oh my gosh!
I wouldn't
Did you
even
watch
waste
the
my
fir-
time.
Did you watch the first one?
Nope.
The first one was real good.
I haven't seen it.
The first one was actually real good because they had like actual escape room puzzles and stuff that they needed to get through, or their life was on the line.
Say, I have a rule. If I can play a game just like the movie on my phone, I'm not gonna watch the movie. I'm not gonna do it.
But the second one, they like gave up on the whole escape room like premise. Like it was just like nonsense. Like they were in escape rooms, but they were no puzzles. Like they were just getting through it. Like I'm like, I could have figured that out. Nobody died really in that movie. But and of course, number 1, this one I was so hyped for. I mean, when they showed us the previews at the Video Game Awards, and they gave us the tech demo with the Unreal Engine 5.
Oh yeah,
and
I know where you're
everything
going.
on top. Everything
Yep.
comes with that name.
Yep.
I have to give it to you. Sorry, but this is Matrix, man. It's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's over.
it was a letdown.
It never
for sure.
happened. I never watched it. It never happened.
Yeah, you got to kind of unplug yourself.
I didn't even count it as anything on my list because
You gotta
I forgot
unplug
that
yourself.
it even existed.
Yeah, it's
So bad.
Oh man.
All right,
I'm glad we made it through that part.
That was the bad news.
Just barely.
Now for
All
the
right,
fight
now.
that's going.
Now, the top 5 best movies of 2020 that we've seen. I'm more excited about this list
Now we can
Yes,
get over
same.
the trauma we had to
Yeah.
suffer.
because I want to hear I want to hear a movie that I haven't seen. I want a movie that's recommended. Before I begin, I got some honorable mentions, and these movies didn't really even make my top 10 or 15 or 20, but they were good experiences. They were fun. I kind of just went in with an open mind and kind of just I graded the experience rather than the actual movie. Army of the Dead.
Ooh,
I had a good experience in that movie.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
fun. Very fun. I loved it. I'll rewatch it. It's great. The Mitchells versus the Machines. Pleasantly surprised by that movie. It's a Netflix movie, so that's like hit or miss. It's an animated movie. It's a great movie. I put Godzilla versus Kong. I had a good time because I saw it at home streaming, and then I was like, I'm not
Just
feeling
kicked the
it.
year off.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it, and I actually went to the theater to see it. So it actually took me to the theaters. And last but not least, Judas and the Black Messiah. I was pretty much on the edge of my seat the whole movie. I thought it was beautifully done. The cast was amazing. I felt that movie kind of gave me perspective on a few things. It made me do research. I love when movies make me do when movies that talk about real events.
Yes.
When they make me do research.
Yeah.
And I start finding podcasts and things like that about that subject.
That's the
invoke thought.
Yep. So I want to give a shout out to those. Now, top 5 best of 2021.
let's
At
go.
number 5, this movie. At first, I didn't even know they were making this movie until I saw it, because it's one of those movies that could slip under your radar if you don't pay attention. It's one of my favorite. It's my favorite genre, which is horror. Great movie, Quiet Place 2.
Oh yes.
I
Damn.
enjoyed the
Forgot about
hell
that
out of this
one.
movie.
on my list.
Krasinski, and of course Emily Blunt. It was awesome. It was an awesome movie. mean, he did a great job. She does an incredible job. Different movie, different vibe. It kind of gave me that Last of Us vibe. That's
I loved the first one. I loved
the
it.
first one is a
I
masterpiece.
loved it.
They did a great job with 2. It kind of just reintroduced things and kind of give us flashbacks, but it all makes sense. It's good to watch 1 and 2, and you'll have the complete story. I like when they do that. It doesn't have to be better than 1, but if it can get me a complete story arc that brings everything together, then I'm good.
It's a good sequel. Cool.
Good sequel. That's number 5. At number 4, this movie, I love the director. I'm a huge fan. He's been through some stuff the past couple of years, but I'm glad he got to make this movie. Suicide Squad. I really enjoyed this movie because I know, Greg, you didn't like it, but I enjoyed this movie. Yeah, I know, man. Sorry. John Cena surprised me.
Speaking of John Cena, his show's coming out.
His show's coming out. I love Idris Elba. Anything Idris Elba does, I'm at least watching. And obviously Margot Robbie. I think it definitely. I'm not gonna say here it's. I mean, the original Suicide Squad. I didn't have a bad time watching that movie, but I won't watch it again. I won't watch the first one again. This one I'll watch. I love it.
Yeah, the first one never happened to me.
Yeah. That's number 4. At number 3. Now these top 3 was tough. They're almost interchangeable.
Okay.
Number 3. I was very excited for this movie. I heard a lot of rumors about this movie, and it's a great end to the trilogy. Spider-Man: No Way Home. Number 3.
Number 3. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, number 3.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Damn. See, it was so close that I'm like,
I thought that was this year.
No.
right.
Yeah, it was last year. Yeah.
was
I enjoyed the hell out of this movie.
Yeah.
The best out of the 3. Dreams do come true. I'm not going to spoil anything. I mean, at this point, I'll do a spoiler cast on that with Bobby when he finally watches it. So keep a lookout for that. But I enjoyed I went to the theater on opening night. It felt like 2019 because it was packed and everyone was just in there having a good time. And that movie saved the movie theaters. That made people come out.
Yeah, it did.
Spider-Man: No Way Home, I think, is the best Marvel movie, period.
Okay. No Way Home is the second one, right? Mysterio? I like that movie.
Yeah, No Way Home.
Yeah. I like that. Mysterio, yeah. I like that movie a lot. I like that better than the first one.
This one, No Way Home.
Oh, this one.
No Way Home.
This one.
No Way Home. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one, I think it was really well done.
Not including Avengers, right? Not including Avengers. We never really include Avengers.
We'll get those out of the way because those are
like goated.
Everything else.
We always say that, and anybody who's watched this podcast, we always
Avengers.
say the Avengers are on their own.
It takes the spot of like Iron Man 1.
Okay.
Thor Ragnarok. It just washes all those out of
Guardians.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Guardians.
I agree.
Yeah, so that was number 3. Number 2, this movie I heard of the character, but I never really followed this character. This movie was kind of like a recommendation of a movie reviewer that I watch, John Campia. Shout out to him. He's my favorite movie critic. I love his channel. And he was ranting and raving about this movie. They had so much fun. He had a big smile on his face. And this was when things were kind of crazy during our situation. This movie came out and it kind of brightened things up. Shang-Chi.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2 is Shang-Chi. It was probably, to me, one of the best solo Marvel movies that I've seen in a long time. I've said it since like Iron Man in a long time. Because remember, in a lot of these other movies, other characters have already appeared. So you kind of see them before they have their own movie. Captain America appeared somewhere before he had his own movie. Right. This was straight up brand new character, brand new IP. Not a lot of people have heard of him. I think what they did with this movie, they made it fun. They made it enjoyable. I love the cast. I'm a big fan of Simu Liu since Kim's Convenience on, I don't know if it's on Hulu or Netflix. Probably on Netflix. Huge fan of him. Great movie. And number 1, this movie rectified a lot that was wrong with the world in this universe, because I was very sad what was happening in this universe, and I almost wanted to leave this universe and never come back. until this movie came out, and it brought me back.
Saved him. Saved
My
him.
favorite movie of 2021 was Ghostbusters Afterlife. I love this movie. I had so much fun. This movie had pressure and no pressure, because like the 2016 one, Answer the Call, while it wasn't really a bad film, I think the approach was misguided, and I think they
didn't have the essence.
Yeah, like I said in our when I said give a review of Ghostbusters, if you're gonna do a franchise that old, Ghostbusters is an old franchise. It's been around forever.
Legendary.
Yes.
Nostalgia sells, and if you've seen Spider-Man No Way Home, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Right.
If you have to, like I said, you have to respect. If you're gonna make an old IP like Ghostbusters or Star Wars or whatever, you have to give a shout out and not forget the people that brought you there. Then you'll grab the new people, because you can always broaden the story and things like that. But you have to respect the people that got you there. And Ghostbusters respected me as a fan and said, "Hey, remember the good old days in the '80s when we were busting ghosts? Well, we're going to give you a glimpse of that. We're coming back to that, but we're introducing something new." And I just had a great time. I had a smile on my face the whole time. Like I said, this movie had pressure and no pressure, so it was like weird. I was very nervous, but when I saw who was directing it, Jason Reitman, he did Juno, and I love Juno. It was the original director, Ivan Reitman's son, and just the care and love and the tribute they paid in this movie was good for me. It was a great time. While not the greatest movie I've seen, I just had the best possible time I could have with Ghostbusters.
Amen.
Good list.
That's my list.
Good list. Yeah. Oh boy, how am I gonna follow this one? I don't know, guys. I got. Whew. Okay. A lot of good movies. A lot of movies that I saw that I didn't even think of to put on the list.
Right.
Like Spider-Man, No Way Home. We recently saw it, probably like over the break. We went and saw it. So like probably like 2-3 weeks ago. I thought it was insanely good. Just overall, there wasn't a part of it I'm looking at it and I'm like, there wasn't. I don't like that. Everything was really, really well done. My honorable mentions, probably some movies that snuck underneath the radar. The Little Things.
Yes, I like that movie.
Incredible movie.
I enjoyed it.
That kicked the year off.
Yeah. Tight, very tight. Good movie.
Yeah. I have this thing with having comedic actors or comedians playing serious roles. Mm-hmm. I think they do a better job. So Kevin Hart in Fatherhood, I thought
that was amazing.
Amazing movie.
I haven't seen that yet, but I'll see it.
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to say anything, but I thought it was amazing. And he was really good in it.
Okay.
Also, this edition of this movie saved it for me in this universe as well. The first one that we got that came out, I thought it was real choppy. There was no continuity. But when you let the director, release his vision.
Oh yeah, I know.
You get a full story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do.
And I need that because sometimes I'm hungry. You know what I mean? I'm hungry, and just don't give me like, potato chips. I need the burger. I need the drink.
Yep.
I hear you.
The combo.
Yes, the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League
It's great.
Is incredible.
Yep.
It's incredible. It can even go up against some of the top tier Marvel movies, which previously Justice League, you're just like, I can't watch this thing.
Yeah, I couldn't.
That's terrible. But anyway, I'm not going to get into it because we're going to be here all night. Okay. Top 5. We watched this one also over the break, and normally I do fall asleep during kids' movies if they're not entirely entertaining. Ron's Gone Wild is an incredible movie.
Yes. The little white robot thing.
It's so good. You laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. It is so good. And also, nobody died in it, so we're good. Normally in every kid's movie, somebody's gonna die.
Yeah,
has to go through Lost.
There's always a part where you gotta explain to your kid.
Exactly. So that didn't happen. So I thought it was really well done. Yeah. And it's like it had a good play on how society is now with social media and kids and the stuff that they have to do. And anyway, so Also, another one, uh, Harder They Fall, or The Harder They Fall.
Yes.
Yep.
The
Yep. I enjoyed it.
a awesome take on a Western. Just
Mhm.
really well done. The actors and
yeah,
everything just
yeah.
killed it. I thought that
Yep.
movie was insanely good.
The
Yeah.
writing
I-
was not lazy.
The
Yes.
cast made it for me. The movie was okay, but the cast for me, I love watching. What's his name? The main guy,
Oh yeah, for sure. The dude that's been
Jonathan
in
Majors.
Hobbs
Yes.
and Shaw and all that.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Majors.
Yes.
I've watched. Damn, the show he had that got canceled on HBO
Oh.
with Jussie Smollett's little sister.
Oh,
I don't know.
I didn't know
Oh
that.
my God.
That's just-
Whatever.
Either way,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
I believe that as his career continues, he's gonna get better and better, and he's gonna be a force. But yeah, that movie I thought was really, really good.
He's Kang.
Yes, yeah, he is. This movie is a remake of a classic that a lot of people don't even know it probably even existed. I saw it years and years ago. I was probably younger
There
than
you
10
go. I love Calf Country.
when it came out. I have a soft spot in my heart for all sci-fi movies, but I thought Dune was incredibly done.
Yes.
Oh shoot.
I haven't seen it.
It's a
I haven't seen it.
beautiful movie.
I'm going to
Like,
see
Yeah,
it.
I haven't seen it yet either.
Wow.
It's on my watch list.
Production, I don't know who the producer was, the executive
Denis
producer.
Villeneuve is the director. He did the Blade Runner movie also with
It's
Ryan
just
Gosling.
everything about the movie is crisp. The sound, I heard people saying, "Oh, the sounds are too much." I'm like, it's an experience hearing the sounds and it traveling in through your stereo system. The story was great. The way that they brought everything together, it eclipses the first one, which is usually hard to do when you do a remake. But and I'm sad that there isn't even talks of a part 2 to finish off the story. But
There is. They're going to do it.
Are you sure? Because up until maybe a month ago, I saw that even the director and the writer were like, "Yeah, I don't know, we don't." But
I think so. I think it was successful enough.
I think they need to because it needs to be done. I thought it was a great movie.
They just made a big mistake and released it on at home. It should have been theaters only, but whatever.
Probably, I think that they could have done that. We're gonna jump into the Marvel universe here.
Okay.
Black Widow, I thought was incredible.
Okay.
As far as the Marvel movies go.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really good.
I love Scarlett though.
What really did it for me, her sister stole the movie, in my opinion.
Yelena. Florence
with
Pugh.
a little bit of the comedy and I do appreciate her being in
Hawkeye. She's great in Hawkeye.
Great.
Her and Kate, their chemistry.
It's incredible. It's good.
It's incredible.
It's really good. If she's not in every movie going forward, they're making a mistake.
Yeah. What, you're not hungry? You're not hungry? I made food. I'm hungry.
Exactly.
I was waiting for you. Kate Bishop, I was waiting for you, Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop, don't you understand, Kate Bishop?
And then nonchalantly tells her, like, yeah, I'm going to kill your hero.
Yes, I'm going to kill him. Mac and cheese?
Yeah. Just a great movie overall. Okay, the last one. I'm probably going to get flamed for this. But sometimes I like
number one.
Ones that you can just sit down. I want to just clear my mind and just watch a movie and just be entertained by the ridiculousness of it. But when you have to go into the future to save your grandkids from some aliens. Tomorrow War.
Tomorrow War.
Was incredibly done. I thought it was.
It was incredibly done.
I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought it was a good movie, and it's the only movie even on this list that I've watched repeatedly.
Yeah,
I think I've watched it 3 times at least.
Nice.
Is that on Amazon or Netflix? What is that?
Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good
my watch list.
It's a really, really good movie. And he's normally known for playing the quirky, funny guy. You don't really get it.
No.
So it's like, I like when people do things that they're not usually seen
Out of their
doing.
wheelhouse, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And I think he killed it.
They go out of their wheelhouse and they nail it. That's what makes it even. That was just puts it in the atmosphere at that point.
Like, there's one movie I always try to tell people that Will Ferrell did. I always forget the name of the movie, but it was like he got divorced. He was living on his front lawn for a period of time.
Oh
And it
yeah,
was-
that was a good movie.
and
I
there was
thought it was
no
a comedy
comedy.
when I first watched it, and it was a dead ass serious.
It was a dead
You're waiting
serious
to
sad
laugh.
movie,
You're just waiting until you
And it-
realize.
Yeah,
and it
it-
didn't happen.
yeah, dead
Oh, my
serious.
God. And I'm like, comedians make the best dramatic actors, I think.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
He started
And
off doing
it's-
straight up comedy.
Comedy is you have the comedy and the tragedy. I mean, those two,
Mhm.
are one and the same, pretty much. Definitely.
Everything must go.
Yep.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the name of it. Yeah.
Thank
that's
you,
the name of
Inglewood.
it.
You set off the nice list.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Nice list.
Tomorrow
Hope
War is the
everybody's getting some. I know I'm already writing down some of these, so I'm
Yeah,
good.
because I'm like, when I was doing my research, I realized like a lot of movies I missed.
Yeah.
Like I have on my watch list, like, damn, I still have to watch that. I still gotta watch that. You know?
Mhm.
All right.
All right, folks. Pull out your Netflix.
Get ready.
Make a list.
Get your finger ready to hit that plus to add to your watch list. I'm gonna keep you busy for a few hours on this list here. My number 5, and I don't know why it's number 5, because it was really that good.
Mm.
Bruised
What?
with Halle Berry.
Bruised. Halle Berry. Yes, I saw the
No,
trailer.
no, no. I was
She
saying what to
directed
the
this
to
movie.
the
I don't know if it's her if it's her directorial debut.
Yeah.
But she directed this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it is outstanding.
That's the one where she's a fighter, right?
She's a fighter. She's an ex-fighter,
Right.
and then so the whole movie takes on that I'm not even gonna go in too deep to it.
Yeah,
because
definitely got to watch that. That's definitely on my watch list.
That's gotta be on the watch list. Number 4 is probably the sleeper on the list.
Mm.
It's probably the one you will probably look 100 times and be like, nah, this is gonna be whack. Sweet Girl with Jason Momoa, Aquaman.
Oh, I saw that. I thought about pushing the button.
I heard that's very good.
That
Oh
is
yeah, yeah. Watch that. That was real good.
That's
Hell yeah.
awesome.
I
The
heard
end-
that's very,
end-
very, very,
end
very
was
good.
Like
Gonna have to watch it.
you just sit there like,
What?
you know what I'm saying? It had one of those. What's that guy? God, I'm forgetting his name.
It's okay, vegan.
Shyamalan
Thank you
type
so much, anyways. Oh my god,
Shyamalan
thank
type
you.
endings. All right.
You
The
good, man?
next one I had number 3 was A Quiet Place 2, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I liked it because I like when a sequel doesn't progress the story of the first one, but it develops and kind of gives you that backstory to the original. Quiet Place 2 does just that. It doesn't continue the story so per se. It kind of gives you a little bit of the back view, the side view, takes a little bit of so it really develops. It's really good. Very, very,
paint in the picture.
very good. My number 2. This was good. Unforgivable. Sandra Bullock.
Oh yeah.
It's in my
one
queue.
Jail. It's in my queue. Yeah.
Hit that play. Hit that play. Soon as we log.
As soon as we log out of here.
Soon as we log out, just hit that play. Unforgivable. Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock does an amazing job. I mean, it's been a while since she's hit a slam dunk, I think.
Right.
But I think this one, she nailed it.
Fam, you didn't like Bird Box?
I love Bird Box. But I love doing this better.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
I
Hold on,
love
guys.
doing this
I gotta step out.
better.
Hold on.
This character she plays
All right, Lex.
is going to be. She's going to go down in history with this one. I'm convinced.
Oh wow.
Wow.
My number one.
Oh, this is spicy.
Many may not agree. Leo DiCaprio and Don't Look Up.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Great
Yes.
Let me tell you.
movie.
This
Great movie.
It wasn't a horror movie, but it scared the bejesus out of me. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because
If you,
I'm a science teacher. So I'm looking at this, and astronomy is one of my favorite aspects that I teach. When I get the astronomy lessons, I'm like, I'm coming to work on time. So I'm thinking if this was to really happen, this is exactly how our society will
Yep.
react.
Oh, for sure.
100%. It's happening right now.
100%.
It's happening right now.
Right.
Literally.
That's
right
how
now.
sweet the movie is. You can literally
Oh, Don't Look Up.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
look
look
up.
up.
Yeah,
I've
look, you didn't even have to say the name. You
I've
didn't have to-
started to watch that movie. I think it would have made my top 5.
Oh,
It's
That's
so
definitely.
good.
But
It's
that's
so
that's
good.
exactly
So good. So good.
exactly
Well,
how
Leo's my boy.
society will
So.
react. And the president in this movie,
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. At first I was like, yo, like, why would they write? But then somebody told me, like, oh yeah, she's the female Trump, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Didn't think of that.
It like, wow, it like took on a whole other dimension. Not necessarily saying that Trump is, that bad.
No,
'Cause
but
definitely,
they would.
Yeah, he
definitely-
wasn't. But
With
definitely, you could see
politics,
the connection.
With
Right.
something that big, it doesn't matter who's in office. It
Right.
wouldn't matter who's in
Like,
office. With something
political-
that big, they would have to treat it as such. Like
The
gotta finesse
best,
it.
the best end of the world president, I will say, is always the independence president.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
The greatest,
Into
the
the night.
greatest,
Oh yeah.
greatest, the
Oh, yeah.
goat,
Mm.
Yes.
the goat.
He sucked in Independence Day too, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, they handicapped him. They made him older than he really was, and then his
But
kids.
that
and then-
was, he was ancient, man. He was like, yo, just roll him up. On the
Movie
wheel.
was
yeah,
so.
they were all in
That
real
never
change.
happened. Y'all don't remember that movie?
Yeah, that movie didn't happen.
Cool, nice list, man.
Good list.
Holy cow! All
All
right.
right.
I'm taking 2 off of that list.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish. Don't Look Up.
Oh shoot! I'm gonna knock my computer over. All right.
Here we go.
All right, man. Here we go. We'll start with the honorable mentions.
Oh, we're gonna get spicy.
All right. The first one, Suicide Squad, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Got a lot of laughs out of it.
Yep.
My list is pretty much, I think, similar to like Lexx. It's the emotions that it got from me, the experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be necessarily the movie, but the experience. So Suicide Squad is up there for me. This one on Netflix, it's kind of weird because it's a 3-part movie.
Oh
it doesn't-
yeah, I know
but
what
this
you're
is the
talking
honorable mention.
about. I saw 2 of those 3.
Fair Street.
Mm-hmm.
If you like a good horror flick, Netflix, check it out. I just
Yep.
like the way that they did it.
I started to
78,
watch the
94,
first one.
and 18 something.
Yeah.
1866 or 86 or
Yeah,
whatever.
I
I
just
started
like
to
how
watch
they did
it, but I don't know. I clocked out. I think
All right. I mean,
Slasher.
I'm gonna
You're a
check that.
slasher fan?
yeah,
I'm gonna go back and check it out.
it's good. Wait till October and check it out. No, I'm just saying it's
You
like
gotta
one
be
of
in the
those.
mood.
Yeah, it's like you got to be in the mood for all that.
Oh,
You got to
okay.
be like this. You
That's
gotta
when
be
they
one of
originally
these guys.
released.
Oh, okay,
I think.
okay.
All right. And then my honorable mention number 1. This one easily could have been on my list. Like I said, it's just because I ran out of room. Don't Look Up, man. Don't Look Up.
Yep.
Like I said, that one I definitely. If 10 minutes from now, I'm probably gonna regret and be like, damn, I should have put it in my top 3. Like that's how good that movie was. Like as soon as I watched it, I text Lexx. Like I don't normally do that when I watch movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I mean,
Like I said,
he did an amazing job. He did an
my boy,
amazing
my boy.
job.
when I went to work on that Monday, I went on like a Don't Look Up tour. Like I went around like, did you watch it? Did you watch it? You need to watch it.
You became a promoter. You became a promoter.
Yeah. Number 5. This one doesn't necessarily have to be because of the movie, but the experience. It was the last movie. The boys all watched all together. With the most lovable.
Yep.
And I gotta put it on the
R.I.P.
list just with that. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Got to put that up there, man.
Now I understand with the emotions and all that, but the movie was trash. So I mean,
We all enjoyed it. Like I said,
I
we all
enjoyed
enjoyed it. I'm definitely looking forward to the sequel. But we'll discuss that on another
hey,
pod. You know what I'm saying? All right. Number 4, The Harder They Fall, man.
there we go.
That's that movie right there. I could easily rewatch a million times. Like,
Yeah,
that
it
movie.
was
I enjoyed
very
it.
well done.
Number
Except for that
3
one part.
Oh,
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. 3,
Yep.
2.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
we all know about that.
Awful.
why they always count?
Awful. Awful.
All right, number 3, man. Judas and the Black Messiah, man.
Yeah, man. That's
That one. I think
Edge of my seat.
we had like a whole episode about that movie.
Yep.
Here on Cinema and BS. Definitely, I love movies like that. Period pieces. My girl pretty much put me on to these kind of movies, like the old school, based off a true story.
Yep.
Like I just love these kind of movies now.
That's another one. Gonna have to check out.
Number
I
2.
didn't feel it like that. Unfortunately, I didn't feel it like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember we talked about it, Dave.
Yeah.
I remember you were on the show.
Yeah.
You're on the show.
You were the mystery guest.
Number 2, Spider-Man. This
Easily.
Right. Oh, I get you.
Spider-Man 2, man. Me and my girl watched that last Friday, and I swear we're still talking about that movie to this day. Like, a little bit here and there. And number 1, man. If you haven't already seen the shirt,
Yeah, man.
you already know. I literally was crying in the movie theater next to my girl. I'm not crying over here.
Yeah,
Somebody's cutting onions over here.
Oh,
Ghostbusters, man.
It was too good. It was too good for me.
Spoiler alert, man. That ending.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say it, but that ending.
That ending, bro.
Because a lot of movies nowadays they can have a good premise, a good middle, but they sometimes fumble that ending.
Sure do.
And that can ruin it all for me. And this was one of those movies that I'm like, man, it's too good. It's riding too good. How can they? And they somehow they popped it off. It gave me one of those epic endings. It just felt satisfied, felt full. Got that burger, not the chips.
Hey.
That's right. Got that combo. Good list. I picked up a few. List. Great job, everyone. I picked up a lot of movies. I hope you guys in the chat picked up some movies too. It was a good year for movies. I watched, like I said, most of us, I don't know the ones that we actually counted. We were in the 30s, the high 20s and the 30s, and that's not including old movies.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm surprised nobody chose Malignant. That was on my list, and I took it off. Anybody like Malignant?
I saw it. It was decent, but it wasn't. It didn't move the needle enough to either be good or bad.
Same. That's where I was at.
It was real. It was kind of basic.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle for me.
Yeah.
It's still better than The Conjuring.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
yeah. Well, that's what Laser's saying is it's not a worse movie, but it's not the best. It's just floating somewhere in there.
That universe.
Yeah, you'll watch it, but then you'll forget that it was even made. So it's not. It wasn't.
Same. All right, great job, guys, and that's it. We got through it. I love this. I love the list. Very diverse, very different lists. Some were like, I like that some of our worst movies was somebody's best.
Right.
In their top 3. That's great. That just shows the subjectivity of movies, and that's why we do this, man. I think as an experience overall, that's what movies are for. Bring people together, kind of have these conversations. Kind of for me personally more than gaming, because I've watched more movies than I've beat games. So
same.
I can kind of have that flow and conversations with people. Cool.
Right.
But that's it. That'll do it for Cinema and BS. Top 5 worst and top 5 best movies of 2021. What are your top 5 best and top 5 worst? Please leave those in the comment. I'm curious if you have any sleepers in there that you feel is a sleeper. Definitely put it in there.
Put us on. Let us know.
We're down to watch more movies.
Look it up.
Sure. And it's 2022, man. What's ahead for us, man?
Oh, we got
the big boys.
The big boys are coming.
A lot of good
Marvel's
shows are coming back too.
Some
shows are coming back too.
Marvel's ramping up to
Stranger Things, maybe.
Stranger Things. There's a lot happening in 2022, but leave comment below what you guys think, what you guys are excited for. We'll keep talking, and thank you for joining us. And
Euphoria.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
season two came out. Yeah,
that first episode.
Thank you, Rashimoto.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So that's it. Anybody else got anything else?
Nah, man, it was good. It was good to be here. Good to see y'all. Good to talk about these movies.
Good talk to
you. Can't wait for the next one, man.
Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk some more.
Just keep yourself safe out there.
Keep
yourself safe. If we don't do it, they start shutting theaters down, and we're gonna be back. Paying $40 to stream.
For real.
Back in the day, Lexx and I, we was religious with it.
Every
Every
Friday.
Friday.
Really?
Friday
Movies.
was the
Wow.
day.
Tradition.
And we were like, it was for a good 5, 6, 7 years. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a couple of weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
years.
Years would go by every Friday.
While you're saying that, there was one movie that we saw before we go that at the time nobody knew it was going to be as big as it was. But when we came out of that theater, we said, yo, this, and nobody knew about it because nobody saw this movie in theaters. Nobody. John Wick.
Oh, yes.
Remember
yes.
that? We went to the theaters to see that movie. We didn't even see any trailers. We didn't see anything. We just saw Keanu action movies.
That's how we
Just
did
hang
it.
out.
We didn't even pick the movies from the trailers. We would go to the box office.
I
and
remember
like,
those days as a kid. For sure.
That one, that one.
And
Whichever
I
one's
remember
starting right at the
clearly
time.
we went into that theater and we were like, we didn't know what to expect. And when we came out, we were like, yo, this thing is going to be crazy. If they make another one,
It's going to be huge.
it's going to be huge. And little did you know, word got around, and now it's one of the biggest franchises.
Quick
There's
question.
spin-offs galore.
Did you guys ever go to the movies when Seabiscuit came out?
No.
Why would we do that?
Toby Maguire.
Why would we
Toby
do that?
Maguire.
I was a kid when I went to the movies and I saw a plethora of old folks. And I'm like, why are there a plethora of old folks here?
Watching
And they were all
Seabiscuit?
going to go see Seabiscuit.
No, I'm
Yeah.
good.
No, I
It's a
think
childhood memory.
skip that one. I think
Hard pass. Hard pass.
All right.
Anyways, it's been the boys for Cinema and BS. Don't forget, tomorrow is PSMBS Live.
Yes, sir.
Tune in.
Tune in, check us out, and again, check out Lazershark's channel. It will be, the link will be in the description below.
Yeah, go drop a like and hit that subscribe button. It's free to you guys. Check it out.
Definitely.
Got some good
Check
car
it out.
content on there.
Yeah, definitely. If you love cars, I don't know, there might be some surprise stuff coming. So I don't know. I have a feeling
Oh,
there's gonna be some surprise content coming.
hey.
Hey.
I don't know.
All right.
The sports show blew my mind. I loved it.
Yes,
Anyway,
sir.
it's been the boys, Cinema and BS.
Oh,
Thank
he-
you for being here. We're out of here.
Yeah.
Peace.